Hello everyone. I wish I could film this with the mountains as the backdrop so you could see them, but it's actually kind of loud outside the car. Oh, there's a lot of traffic, so I guess I'm just gonna stay in the car. So you're gonna have to forgive me if this video is choppy, confusing. I don't know. It's just a story of my life. So there's 3 different topics sort of that I want to bring up first before I even go into this. And those things are out-of-body experiences, depersonalization, and derealization. I guess I don't really understand the difference between depersonalization and derealization. I guess I'm just assuming that depersonalization is feeling disconnected from the body and derealization is feeling disconnected from the environment. I don't know if that's true. It's just an assumption. And then to me, an out-of-body experience can be like what Shane Dawson described in, what was it, his second book. Oh, his books are so good. You need to read them. But in one of his books, he describes his experiences at night with out-of-body experiences after he goes to sleep. And they're like so legit, and it's like he floats around and can go anywhere. People who do out-of-body experiences successfully, I'm so jealous of. But I can't say that the things I've experienced are quite like that, because the centerpiece of my experiences is extreme fear, terror, sort of. It's one of the most traumatizing feelings I've ever had, I guess. And I feel like if I actually stayed with the moment when it happens, that I would go crazy. So there's been four or 5 times in my life, maybe more, that this has happened. I say maybe more because there's a chance I could have blocked the other times out. But I'm gonna say it's happened about 5 times to me. I think the youngest it started was, I was definitely still at home, still in school, probably 14, 15 years old, so teenage years. Oh God, he's decked out, ain't he? Sometimes old men are just so cool. They got a cool car, a cool puppy, they just got it going on. It doesn't mean I'm married, people. Anyway. But, so one of the first times, it is so bright, I need my sunglasses. One of the first times I was like standing in front of our stove, or oven. I mean, it was like a in the wall oven, and I was just drying my hands, and oh my God, someone's parking right beside me. I was drying my hands, and I'm just watching myself drying my hands, and it happens. It's like I disconnect from my body. And it felt sort of like I was lifting up out of my body. Now, not necessarily in some dramatic way where I feel like I can literally step outside of my body and, go outside or something. But just in this almost spiritual sort of way, like I was lifting up out of my body. And that feeling is so terrifying. And when it happens, it's like, you feel fear, and you're like, wait a minute, I want to hang on to it for a second longer and see what happens. And then you can let the fear go, and then it happens some more, and then you get afraid again, and then but it's physically, that's what it feels like, that you're lifting out of your body. But mentally, it feels like you're just saying to yourself over and over, I'm realizing myself. I'm realizing myself. I am alive. This is me. This is me. Like, I am a thing. I am alive. This is me. This is my experience. And then you feel the entire burden of existing and being something, being alive, being real, being something that's in this form and alive, and I will always be this. This is what I am. And the thing that's so confusing about it is, I think when we go about our normal lives, like right now, I'm almost in sort of a dreamlike state, because I'm not focused on my self-realization. I'm not focused on myself in that way. I'm focused on my experiences, external experiences, what I can see, smell, when I go shopping, what I observe, all that stuff. That's your experiences, is what is outside of you. Rarely is our experience of internalization, like self-realization, and it's just not something we spend a lot of time focusing on. And when we do, I don't know that we enter into it in such an abrasive, scary way. It also happened once when I was walking through the back door of my house. I stepped through the back door, and I was looking down at my feet, and I felt it, just the lifting up thing, and the self-realization, the fear. And then it happened again in that same house. Like, all these memories are so vivid. And then when I got older, out on my own, I was driving to work one day. It was early in the morning, like 6:30 or something. And I felt it then, driving. I mean, I was sitting here, hands on the wheels, or on the wheel, and it just, like, it hit me. And then it just, it's so strange, because it happens in the most random times. I don't think these people know that Nordstrom doesn't open until 10. She's so fancy. She's gonna feel silly. I don't know, maybe it is open. Nope. And there's another one. It's so unfortunate to be dressed up so fancy in high-heeled shoes on your way to Nordstrom Rack, flipping your hair with your fancy purse, and then it be closed. I'm so mean. I knew it was closed because I've come here too early before, and I had to walk up to the door and be like, shoot, it's not even open. Except I was with my kids. One kid. Yeah, Henry. There's like somebody behind me. I wonder if they see me. Okay, so oh shoot, I gotta go get my nails done today. I don't want to. God, look at this crack. Like, it's so cracked. That happened within like the first few days of having these. I hate having nails, but I have to have them because my real nails are paper thin, like literally, and it's so painful. It takes like 6 months to have new nails grow out, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? In the meantime, the whole 6 months I'm waiting. So this is a tough topic. Point is, last night I had the same experience, and I was trying really hard to describe it to my husband while I was sort of still in that very clear state of just experiencing it. And it happened when I was sitting down, holding my son's hands, looking in his eyes, thinking about how precious he was, and then it happened. It's like I detach. And I just don't understand. Like, it happened while I was looking at my son, and it was so scary. I just grabbed him, I hugged him, and just tucked my head into his shoulder and waited for it to go away. And I don't know what the purpose of that feeling is. I almost felt crazy when I was trying to describe it to my husband. And Upon doing research again, it almost sounds similar to depersonalization, but in a way not really, because when I hear the videos of people describing it, it's like it's more of a state of being and not just like a temporary experience. Anyway, this video's over 10 minutes and I think Nordstrom's open now, so I'm gonna go in. Have a good day. Bye.